What is up, YouTube? I'm Tyler and this is Taz Outdoors. Today's video, taking the spear gun out in South Orange County near Dana Point, looking along the rocks, diving down for some sheephead. Usually when I'm diving for these, I kind of go off of the edge looking for some drop-offs, but hopefully we can get on some and bring home some dinner. All right, first drop here on the way out, still in super shallow, you can tell by the sunlight. I'm just kind of swimming along the rocks here. Sometimes we'll get lucky and you'll see a big sheephead or a calico. I've even seen some white sea bass in this shallow, but you just kind of cruise along the rocks, look around. This dive I didn't really see anything. Looking for some big opali too. Those are always nice to have, but just a little warm up, like 2 feet of water. Out a little bit deeper, we had ridiculously good visibility on this day, at least for Southern California. I think it was like 20 to 30 feet. This was really, really nice. And water was like 70 to 74. So could get away with a 4-3 surf suit. Looking around, when I like to dive on Garibaldi, it usually just means there's good structure in the area. So I'm looking at them and I breathe up, take a nice drop right here. Looking around, there goes a little opali. Just a little guy though. And I look around, see something off in the distance here, but not much going on. A lot of little fish and push up, but not worth chasing anything. I was at the end of my breath hold there. Pretty solid drop though. All right, next drop here. Again, look down, so there's some Garibaldi as well as a drop off, which is usually where I like to hang out when I'm targeting sheephead and even calico bass. They tend to be on the edge of the drop off, so I like to push off the edge. So I'm gonna breathe up, take a quick drop down, and slowly make my way towards the edge here. We're on the side that usually is getting hit by the waves, and I see something off there, and take a shot. Don't quite stick it, but I do stick my shaft in the rocks. So you can see it floating up right here. We look back down, but got it stuck, so I had to go down and retrieve my gun. I'm rocking the Ocean Ammo 110 on this day. Really easy to swim with, pretty solid. All right, here we are again, a little deeper water on the drop off, tons of bait, tons of Garibaldi around. Just a beautiful day to be in the water. Not looking for too many fish to take home, hopefully just like 1 or 2, but looking for a bigger sheephead. That's usually the goal for me. So again, I drop down to this rock, gonna try and peek over the edge here. That's usually my goal. And I peek over, see a sheephead, try to sneak, and I spook it. And I take one of the shots I don't usually like to take, which is the down and away shot. It's a really hard angle to get a good kill shot on. And I was just being a little greedy there and missed a good opportunity on a solid sheephead. All right, again on this edge, just around the other side of this boiler rock. Looking to take a drop. I'll probably head off to the edge. I'm looking around, see the Garibaldi again. Like I said, that's kind of where I like to hang out. If there's a lot of Garibaldi around, that's usually a pretty healthy reef. Take a breathe up and head down. And as I'm going to head off the edge, I notice a sheephead hanging pretty high up on the cliff here. Sneak up with a slow approach and get a solid holding shot on a decent sized sheephead. I'll take that on a shore dive any day. Get a solid look at him and then pull him up. This is a good eating size. Not a giant, but a good sized sheephead for a shore dive.
There we go.
All right, taking one more drop here. Looking down. This was a good day. If I had some of my more experienced dive buddies, I would have been pushing out a little deeper, but I was with some newer divers, so I was still pushing in shallow. Dive down, looking around again, and I see a little guy off in the distance. Can't really see it on the camera, but I try and take a nice shot at a decent little sheephead. He was going pretty fast. It was kind of a pot shot there, but all right, not a crazy day on the water, but still productive. Ended up with a nice sheephead, and we did see a lot of other cool fish. Missed a good sheephead, and saw some reef fish that my buddy was able to get with a 3-prong. But had an awesome time out there, great visibility. but we didn't want to just take a ton, so we got enough to eat, and that was it for the trip. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to help support the channel. Thank you.